Hello there, my name is Ben and welcome to my first video. Today we'll be looking at the importance of sound cues in competitive games with a focus on competitive shooters and how they can make or break a winning streak. Let's get right into it. As you saw in the opening clip from Counter-Strike Global Offensives, oftentimes you will hear your enemy approaching before you see them. This is true for many competitive shooters and most of the examples I'll be showcasing today. Using CSGO's match playback features, we can see that me and this opposing player are waiting for the other to make a move. However, are completely unaware of each other. I go to check rank, see no one, and start running. The player hears that, makes a critical error in dropping from their position with a loud thud during their push out. Any seasoned CSGO player will understand exactly what this is, and I swiftly turned to shoot him and won the engagement. Had they silently dropped, they would have had this fight in the bag. However, it wasn't boredom or lack of interest that forced me to make the first move during this engagement. In the back, shots can be heard from an enemy player sniping down mid, and after we lose our player holding mid, I decide to try and fill the gap. This is a perfect example of the marriage between audio cues and map knowledge. And now you understand my reasonings, let's have a listen and watch the match clip itself.
Smoke! Counter-terrorists win.
However, as explained at the start of the video, we'll also be looking at sound cue examples in other games. Let's hop into Escape from Tarkov. EFT is an open world survival game with a battle royale twist, placing players in large environments to battle it out for the best loot and gear to level up your hideout. It also comes with some of the best sound design you'll hear in a game in this genre, an eerie example of being in those quiet moments during a firefight where you can hear every rustle, movement, bandage rip, and reload clack. This clip starts with my player character drinking some juice, as I wait out a supply drop flying overhead, hoping to avoid players. However, rather unfortunately, a player was right outside the shed I ducked into, and had heard me. This player was sporting a high caliber rifle and decided to start shooting through the wall. My player started coughing when he takes a shot to the stomach, becoming a beacon as to where I am, so I decided to play possum and wait. Listening in, I could hear the other player coming towards the shed, and so I steeled myself and used the knowledge to give myself an advantage. I won this fight simply because I knew where they were coming from, when, and where to shoot for the maximum damage. The next game we're going to be looking at is Rainbow Six Siege. Siege is a notoriously competitive game and has one of the biggest and fastest growing esports scenes in recent years. Siege has invested a great deal of energy into their game audio design over its many years of development and is well renowned for its sound implementation. In this clip, I throw a flashbang, a gameplay tool that allows users to blind and deafen enemy players, impeding their ability to hear, such as audio's importance to winning scenarios. Oftentimes, Siege players can be rewarded by simply standing still and listening to their surroundings. For instance, I could hear this enemy coming up the stairs to my left and laid in wait to strike.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
The next game we're going to be looking at is Pavlov VR. Pavlov VR is a popular VR shooter title with very active community and mod scene. As some players might notice, this map is Inferno from the Counter-Strike franchise that we looked at previously. I wanted to include some VR shooter footage in this video because there are gameplay audio mechanics that you wouldn't find in conventional shooter games. One example is that when you run out of ammo, the game doesn't prompt you or automatically reload for you. And so hearing your weapon click empty is a very important audio indicator, as can be seen in this clip. What you might also have noticed during that clip is that I threw a grenade out the door. I did this simply because I could hear enemies approaching outside, and so this is another good example of the importance of listening into your surroundings in competitive shooters. Okay, so this about sums up the video. I just wanted to end on some key points, these being 1. Always be listening to the virtual environment around you. 2. Be aware of audio cues and mechanics in the game you're playing. And 3. Use audio to give yourself an advantage. Thank you for watching, see you next time.